Most people think waste management is just about convenience, but in survival situations, improper waste management can kill you faster than dehydration. Poor sanitation leads to disease, disease leads to weakness, and weakness leads to death. There's a complete waste management system that can keep you healthy even in the most challenging conditions. I'm talking about field sanitation, the critical but often overlooked aspect of survival that determines whether you'll maintain your health or become too sick to perform the tasks that keep you alive. While everyone else is ignoring sanitation and getting sick, the survivors are implementing systems that keep them healthy and strong. Let me paint you a picture of how this works. You're in a long-term survival situation with your family. You've found water, you've built shelter, you've even found some food. But you've ignored sanitation, and now contaminated waste is attracting insects, contaminating your water supply, and creating conditions for disease. Within days, your family is dealing with dysentery, infections, and illness that could have been prevented with proper waste management. Here's what most people don't understand about survival sanitation. It's not just about personal hygiene. It's about creating a complete system that prevents contamination, controls disease vectors, and maintains health over extended periods. The survivors understand that preventing disease is easier than treating it when medical care isn't available. This is exactly what I teach in When All Hell Breaks Loose, stuff you need to survive when disaster strikes. You'll learn how to create effective waste management systems, how to maintain personal hygiene in challenging conditions, and how to prevent the diseases that kill more people in survival situations than starvation or exposure. But here's where it gets really critical. Waste management in survival situations requires understanding how to work with limited resources and challenging conditions. You might not have running water, toilet paper, or modern sanitation facilities. You need to understand how to create effective systems using whatever materials are available. Think about it this way. In a survival situation, getting sick is often a death sentence. You can't afford to lose days or weeks to illness when you need all your strength and energy for survival tasks. The survivors understand that prevention is the best medicine, and waste management is the foundation of prevention. The truth is, most people have never thought about sanitation in survival situations. They're completely dependent on modern plumbing and waste management systems, and they have no idea how to maintain hygiene when those systems aren't available. This makes them extremely vulnerable to preventable diseases. Here's what you need to understand about field sanitation. It's about creating systems that work with natural processes rather than against them. You need to understand how to select appropriate locations for waste disposal, how to use natural materials for personal hygiene, and how to prevent contamination of water and food sources. Most survival guides mention hygiene briefly, but they don't teach you the complete sanitation system you need to maintain health over extended periods. They might mention washing your hands, but they don't teach you how to create a complete waste management system that prevents disease. The key is understanding that sanitation is about controlling the factors that lead to disease. You need to understand how diseases spread, how to interrupt transmission pathways, and how to create conditions that prevent illness rather than promote it. Field sanitation also requires understanding how to maintain hygiene for groups, not just individuals. You need to understand how to create systems that work when multiple people are sharing limited resources and facilities, and how to maintain privacy and dignity while implementing effective sanitation measures. Hand hygiene is particularly critical because it's one of the most effective ways to prevent disease transmission. You need to understand how to maintain clean hands when soap and water aren't available, how to use alcohol-based sanitizers effectively, and how to create improvised hand washing stations. Don't make the mistake of ignoring sanitation in survival situations. Get When All Hell Breaks Loose and learn the waste management systems that could keep you healthy when disease could be fatal. Because the truth is, in survival situations, staying healthy is just as important as finding food and water.